Hey yo, welcome back to 10-5 Plays. It's your boy 10-5 back with this video. So now I'm positive that everyone knows about Pokemon Legends Arceus, however you say it. Now I believe it comes out this week. I plan on uploading this video pretty soon. And I just kind of wanted to go over, my thoughts on this game, what it means, as far as the future of the franchise, and just, how I feel about it. Let's get into it. So I haven't really been a Pokemon game fan. When I was younger, you had the Game Boy. I played them up until they started coming out on the Game Boy Advance, and I kind of, was into other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, I played Sword and Shield. I played Pokemon Sun, something like that. I got a 3DS when Toys R Us went out of business for like nothing, and I recently bought Brilliant Diamond. Now, I really like Pokemon Sword. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed the open sections and, how you just had Pokemon walking around and stuff like that. And I thought what went on in the DLC was a nice change of pace. The parts that I didn't like so much were, how linear the game was, how when you had to backtrack anywhere, it kind of just felt like a chore. And some aspects of the gameplay just felt archaic, like something as simple as shaking trees. It just felt like something that it wasn't like, let's say, Breath of the Wild, how you go in and you get like apples off of it, like something engaging. It wasn't engaging at all. It just kind of like grinded things to a halt. But I did like it, and I thought it looked pretty good. It wasn't like blowing anything away, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't think it looked bad. And as far as Brilliant Diamond, I think it's okay, but for me personally, it got boring really fast, and I stopped playing it. It just kind of was really repetitive. You know what I'm saying? So now I see this, and I see a chance for it not to have a lot of those issues. So why would I want to get this game? I feel like what it does differently, it looks really fun. The open air aspect of it, how it's not just a step and repeat of things. Each battle's not gonna go the same. I feel like in these other Pokemon games, you just kind of get into a battle, you use your strongest move until you win. You know what I mean? And you walked around and you either avoided people or not avoid people. Like, it was just very standard and kind of boring. Like, nothing to break it up. There was no real like enhanced gameplay involved in it. And I get it's an RPG, but still, after all these years, it's kind of like, all right then. That's why the open areas were so good for me. You know what I'm saying? But this game feels a lot less restrictive. I always felt very restricted all the time in the past games. You bump into things, you hear that noise. You know what I'm saying? You can only do so much. You can only go so many places. You couldn't really veer off of paths. Everything was just kind of set up for you. And again, that's why I like the open area in the Pokemon Sword, and probably why I'm a little more like for Brilliant Diamond, because all those restrictions are still there. It's not more of the same. It's not like I'm getting a reskinned version of the game with some more trash, bad organizations to try and thwart some plans I don't care about. It's not. It feels like it's not the same old story, but with different paint. You know what I'm saying? It actually looks like it could do something different. I really don't know what the story is. I know your main objective, but they did a good job of kind of keeping everything under wraps, I guess. I'm actually really curious about how the game's gonna go, and I think that's a selling point that the other games didn't have for me. Like, I got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I don't know why. I just got it. Whatever. But I didn't get it because I was like, I wonder what's going on in this game. Whereas this one, I'm like, what's gonna happen? What's going on? Who am I gonna meet? Who am I gonna see? Even in Pokemon Sword and Shield, like, you're gonna just run into the Pokemon on the box cover, and other than that, it was just gonna be a standard affair. Oh, they get big and they fight as giants. No, whatever, bro. Like, the gimmick, it is what it is. It didn't really do anything to make it seem fresh. You know what I mean? It was cool to see Fat Pikachu though. Shout out to Fat Pikachu, you my guy. You know what I mean? But yeah, being able to look forward to a different new experience is a big plus in my book. I also really like that they have crafting now, and that you don't have to rely on going to stores and finding random Pokeball looking things on the ground to do everything. You know what I mean? This really hit home as I played Brilliant Diamond too, because that got annoying, man. And it's like you throw the Pokeball at a Pokemon and it bounces off, and then it just vanishes into the void. or it breaks or something. I don't know. So it's nice that you'll be able to you know, grind at getting whatever you got to get to be able to craft this stuff. I'm sure you can buy some too, but just having the option for that not to be the only thing for me is a game changer. You know what I mean? And if it works on potions and is it called potion? Yeah. If it works on potions and all that other stuff, you can't go wrong with that. You know what I mean? That, for me, massive. I love that. Now, obviously, things aren't all rainbow and unicorns. You know what I mean? Because even yesterday, I was like, I might skip this for now, maybe get it later down the road. I don't know. I actually decided to get it because I know someone who has a jailbroken Switch, and they got it, and they were like, it's actually pretty good. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna check it out. But you know, just looking at it, like, I'm not a graphics whore. You know what I'm saying? I obviously play my Switch more than any other system. I actually just got an Xbox Series X like 2 weeks ago. It's fire too. I got all these games, I got Game Pass, and all I've been playing is Minecraft, which is wild. Lost my Minecraft world on the Switch, we'll get into that another time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I love my Switch. That being said, the game visually looks underwhelming. You know what I mean? Like, it just does, especially compared to other first-party games. It's just like, what? The textures on these people's clothes looks horrible. Oh my God. It has moments where beauty shines in, but other than that, like, sometimes you're just like, all right, you know. And you know, there's a such thing as bad graphics and just a bad art style. You know what I mean? There are some games that obviously aren't any, you know, The Last of Us 2s, and it's beautiful. So you have games like A Short Hike. It's not a graphic powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? It's not a Series X game, but it's beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. I thought its presentation worked. I thought they chose the right art style for the graphics they were going for to get the look that they wanted to get, and it was appealing. You know what I'm saying? With the Pokemon game, I don't feel like the look is appealing. It's not doing it any favors. You know, for someone to look at that, it just kind of seems, I don't want to say lazy, maybe, because, you know, I know what the Switch is capable of, and to see that and to also see like Monster Hunter Rise on the same system is kind of wild. It's almost like, what's going on here, man? You know, but I don't know. I didn't know the Pokemon games to be like something you'd expect to not look great. You know, the Pokemon Sun game I played on the 3DS, I thought looked really good. I thought Pokemon Sword and Shield, while it didn't have much room for, I guess, variety, I thought it looked fine. You know what I mean? But this game has aspects that I would say look a little bit bad. You know what I mean? But I reserve judgment for when I play it. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But also, from what I've seen and how it looks graphically, it makes me afraid that it could have frame rate issues, like constant drops. Like, it doesn't look like a solid game where it just looks good and plays good. It just I don't know, but I just have this fear that it's gonna have frame rate issues, and I really hope that it does not. If it doesn't, that's great, but it is a bit of a worry for me. Like, I really hope not. You know what I mean? Like, I really hope not. I'm also kind of shook that the game could get a bit stale and maybe repetitive fast. You know, it doesn't really look like there are any other towns except the one in the trailer. You know what I mean? And that's kind of lame. And I don't want it to be just, all right, go and find this Pokemon, and then, you know, that's kind of it for the whole game. And it's not really like something you progress through, but more of a task-based system. But like I said, we don't really know what's going on, and it's a worry, but it's also exciting to not know what to expect, if that makes sense. You know, so I just really hope that this is a Pokemon game with way less restrictions, even more than Sword and Shield. You know what I mean? Take the good things from Sword and Shield and just improve on them. Make the battles different enough to kill that repetitive nature of just kind of doing the same battle routine throughout the game until you win. You know, the whole game. Like, I don't switch strategies at all. I hope that this has a feeling of really seeking out an adventure and not just aiming to fill a Pokedex as the game's objective. You know, I was just trying to push the series forward in every aspect. You know, I hope it has higher difficulty for, let's say, the casual player, because for me, I never had any problem playing the Pokemon game. You know, I get that water is strong against fire, fire is weak against rock. Like, I get it, and I just kind of cruise through. Like in Pokemon, when I played a Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, I've cruised the entire time. I've faced zero difficulty, zero. So a little bit more difficulty would be nice, you know, for the casual player. You know what I mean? I don't want to like try and make my own artificial difficulty, because that's me. You know, I hope when the game's in my hands that even if it's inferior graphically, that it's still a beautiful game. Because like I said, you can make a beautiful game on a low-powered system. It's just facts. Look at history, bro. You know, I hope it has a stable frame rate. I hope it looks beautiful in handheld mode and TV mode. You know, again with those graphics. Like, I hope that it doesn't look all right in the handheld mode. It doesn't look like absolute garbage mud on the TV. Because we all got 4K TVs now, and I say that knowing that we all don't have 4K TVs. A lot of us still don't have 4K TVs. But a lot of us do. And for us that do, you know, and you don't want to put this game in and it looks like a potato. You know what I mean? You know, I hope that there are other towns, or at least, you know, other buildings or settlements, you know, indoor areas you can explore, and not just a single town. I also really hope there's no like Team Rocket or whatever team's going on. That got annoying. They were always annoying. You expect them to come and do some stupid stuff, and then you meddle in their $1 billion plan and they battle Pokemon with you and leave instead of just shooting you in your throat or stabbing you or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little weak. I'm tired of the trope. It's a trope at this point. Just get rid of it and try something new, please. You know, I also hope that battles with boss Pokemon don't all end up being like the same song and dance. You know, I hope there's different methods for taking down different boss Pokemon. It would also be really cool, and I really hope this happens, that weather really affects battles. Like, if it's raining, then, you know, obviously electric Pokemon attacks are stronger. Or maybe even the trainer has to dodge moves from its own Pokemon because he can actually get hurt because of all the water around. You know what I mean? Like, just something a little more in-depth like that to the battle system, I feel would help move it forward a lot. You know what I mean? Like, just a fresh, expansive experience with depth, less restriction, less hand-holding, so we can have a great time and feel like this is Pokemon going forward, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store next. So yeah, that's my hopes, that's my thoughts on the game. I still don't know if I'm going to end up disappointed or not, but I really hope not. It's just, it can go either way at this point, so I'm really interested to see the reviews too. I guess I'll pre-order it, you know what I mean? I guess I'll pre-order it. I really hope I don't regret this. I hope it's a game that I play start to finish and don't regret spending the money on it, because to be honest, I got a lot of games that I got and that I need to play and finish and whatnot. And Minecraft exists, and I really got to get back to building this house. You know what I mean? So thank y'all for watching. Are y'all excited for Pokemon Legends Arceus? Or are you not? Let me know in those comments. Let me know if anything I said makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for watching, and I'm going to check y'all out on the next one, alright? Peace.